And we know that this is support right here, the green, the red line, and the blue line, still broken. A reminder, trading is risky. Use capital that you can afford to lose. The Z for eminywizard.com and marketwizards.com. Okay, the target has been achieved. The question is, how much higher can we get? It said the resistance target should be 1775 to 1875. R1 today is 19 and a quarter. I have not found these to be overly helpful lately. They used to be fairly good. I find with this type of market madness that the other systems that we use are just as helpful. In a trend type of trade, I'm still loving the moving averages because you can see the formations and the charts that I put in the room earlier. We'll show you those ideas as to where breakouts are and third time through trades and whatever. So basis when we started earlier today, that's our breakout. That's big idea of support. And then obviously this 98, remember I said, let's use this 98 to 96 as our must hold support right now for the long side. And I said, let's use that support for 08 plus. That was to take out the 07 high. And then whatever could get above that in a new idea. So this chart tells us normally what direction we're going, because this is the umbrella trade down here, and then this is the alligator up here, the total opposite of that. So this is one of those equal and opposite reactions. And look at NQ. NQ is flying into the big middle. Anybody that's there right now, let me see. Let me bring it over. Okay, that 83.75 to 90 area, important area right here for NQ. Look at how we held at May low over here. We said this is a double. And first things first, you got to get above 68. So we've gone 2 boxes already. Keep an eye here because that'll be important. Even if we go above it, still will probably bleed back a little bit. And controlling high back up here. And that one first. So today is squeeze Charlie, and then maybe later dump them. We can go to any high today. That being said, I like the idea of what Zeek had proposed. Maybe we'll get a push up in the morning and then, pull back, because they don't want to buy everything at the highs. They want to take some profits and get better angle to buy. So again, say we've come a long way. Unfortunately, it's going to take time to break this down. So I'm thinking stolen range, risk 2, make 2, and then trailer for a couple more. If you want to play, you may not even want to play. It's up to you. Let's look step by step. And the markets turn on a dime, nobody knows. That's certainly what happened here. We said that's the biggest angel I've ever seen, 30 points. And off to the races. Never make this about any one day. It's a business. And truth be told, if you can get 4 or 5 points consistently, then as your account grows, you can do that with multiple contracts. And that's where you really can win this game. It's going to be whack-a-mole, and it's going to take several tries, shorts. It's not going to be like a 50-point plunge all at once. And longs already, I think, are on borrowed time, even if we get a new high. I think that may be for distribution. Aggressive support, we're going to use the O2 area. This line is going to keep migrating up. And then we'll reevaluate. That's all you can do. Just think baseball. The situation keeps changing. You know, they change pitchers. They change batters. They do a shift on a batter. They do the book on them. You got to do the same. That's what we call dynamic pivots. Right now, we already know before you even worry about this support, you got to get by this one, which we said was a retest of that 07. So that's first. You got to take this out before you worry about this one. And then before you worry about this one. And then obviously this one down here. That breaks. Then that's another story. And you're back here. So step by step, and we'll take a look. And it needs to be some kind of a news event. This is beginning of the month bias. We said that yesterday. Beginning of the month bias favors the longs, really. So scrape out what you can if you want to trade, and if you want to stay sidelines and wait for what you think is a better range to trade, then just wait. For newer traders, my advice is the tamer the moves, like in a smaller box, like a 10 to 12 point range, then it's usually you're not expecting as much, but it's going to be a little bit calmer move. And get on the wrong side of the trade, get yourself out, go sidelines, think about the next one. Always opportunity. Okay, and by virtue of this chart, we obviously understand where that 32 target is coming from as our resistance target. We also noted that would be about 100 points off of yesterday's low. So ultimately, that's yesterday I said at the end of the day, that's our next resistance, 27.32. And that's where that's coming from. Is that possible today? Sure. Is it likely all one swing? Probably not. But that's the objective for the long side. Try to take out the 23.75 and then try to get up here. And proportionate to this range, well, we can see just how far we came in this type of a move back here. Boom, little bounce and boom. And this is a reaction to this whole range. So I'm guessing based on this low down here that we are starting to run into some risk and reward ideas. So not only, as Attila the Hun would say, you have to acquire the territory, you also have to keep it. And that may be harder today than you think, to acquire it and keep it. We'll see.